Taylor, and it'll be a 2nd and long. Williams. A tough run, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Third and long for Vick. Got a man right side. It's Sharp. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Back now here live in New Orleans. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter. So a big one coming now for Morten Andersen. This to break our 4th quarter tie. The career leader in field goals made knocks that one through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On the ground, this is Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Here's Vick. And he checks this one down to Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Vick operating on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right, maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply, if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Vick on 2nd down. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. Showed the nice footwork and then hit and drop shy of the 45. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
Hey, let's go!
Again, it's Williams. Oh, he's got a little daylight. 20. 10, touchdown! Ricky Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
23 yards on the play. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Vic readies to throw. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. So look at this. They'll go for a field goal now to get within a score. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. Anderson's kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
And here now the offense heading back out there. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They'll run it with Williams. And he stopped immediately there. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Now they're going to throw it here with Vic. He's got his man Sharp complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Yeah, the Saints signal for another timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Eagle. Black over. Lion. 300.
Vic to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And they'll send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This will be fielded at the 17. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Saints coming out now to take the field. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return. But no matter, they've got the football back. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Eagle.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Let's go.
Despite the late lead, Vic's going to throw. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. How good has he been throwing the football, though? Despite that incompletion, that's just the 3rd time he's been off target this entire game.
And, Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
On. Eagle. And it's a black man.
Now Michael Vick. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. Sheds off the tackle. That one goes for 24 yards. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Vic. Now he steps away. Fights loose. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take it.
Can you hear me?
Can you